You know, I've received a medal for my ingenuity in finding a use for you cons. But just remember...
Aircraft preparations complete. Spare squadron. Target radar facilities and AA weaponry. They're set up on a rugged terrain, and there's a lot of cloud cover. You will be near thunderclouds. Man, you guys were born unlucky.
Wait, who's the dumbass who came up with this batshit plan?
Just obey orders.
Was Traeger just shot down?
Spare squadron, this mission needs to be quick. Target radar facilities and AA weaponry. They're set up on a rugged terrain, and there's a lot of cloud cover. You will be near thunderclouds. Man, you guys were born unlucky.
Wait, who's the dumbass who came up with this batshit plan?
Just obey orders.
Air Force Base 444 Squadron, this is Cyclops 1. The Cyclops and Strider squadrons currently contain 7 aircraft. Stand by. We'll be arriving shortly.
Understood.
Low on ammunition. It'll be hard to take on hostiles. We'll have to rely on you guys to make it home.
Cyclops 1, this is Bandog. We need the job done on time.
Bandog? Cool name. Nice working with you, Mr. Guard Dog.
The terrain makes the airstream bumpy. Don't damage those planes.
Crosswind's gonna slam us into the rock. It's blowing me off course.
Missile. Missile.
Destruction of target facility is confirmed.
Radar's working. We're under attack. Don't wait for interceptors. Use missiles.
Missile.
Careful. No pressure on mountains.
Unless you're the death wish, watch your altitude.
Caution. Pull up. Missile.
Did they have a death wish?
Spare 15, missile away.
Missile.
The regular force's secret reconnaissance plane is deep inside Erusia? They're investigating the ruins. That's all I know. You sure found out quick. They got a secret weapon, maybe? There's only so much I can find out.
Enough talk.
Caution. Pull up.
Here's the clouds.
Missile.
Fox 2. Destruction of target facility confirmed. The mission doesn't require you to talk. Use your head as well as your hands.
Righto.
Missile.
Watch out for ice while you're in there.
this one to our friends.
Wish we'd used that hole to get home, too.
Things don't always go perfectly.
The drones have jumped on the recon team. Our friends aren't equipped for air-to-air. They need our cover. All 444 aircraft, get them out of there. Not even one is to go down. Destroy the UAVs.
That's impossible. I'm not flying in there to help out some assholes I don't know shit about. As they say in my house, there's a thin line between bravery and stupidity. Look at the thunderclouds!
Spare 15 has broken through the thunderclouds. Nice work for a dumbass.
The lightning short-circuited those drones. How do you like that?
Watch your tails, guys.
Missile headed for Cyclops 2.
Strider 2, enemy behind you.
Shit, this is bad. I wish I had some air-to-air missiles.
Prioritize recon squadron survival. I repeat, your top priority is to get them out safely, even if you die in the process.
Thanks. I owe you.
Strider 4, evade.
A good start. Now let's get the remaining 6 out of there.
It's gonna be a long way around those thunderclouds. All cowards, go hide in the thunderclouds like Trigger.
Cyclops 2, watch your 6. Bandog, there are still 5 aircraft in the combat zone.
Shake that enemy.
Radar confirms Spare 15 has come out of the clouds.
Missile.
Trigger just flew into a thundercloud without even blinking.
Missile inbound, evasive maneuvers, free!
Strider 3, get that enemy off your ass.
Missile.
Dealing with night ships is tough, but those UAVs, it's just another day at the office. Why are we risking our lives to wipe someone else's ass?
Start complaining when you can keep your own nose clean.
Damn it. I lost too much speed.
Are you bastards flying just to waste fuel?
Go to hell. UAV is zapped. They're acting funny.
Spare 15, launching missile.
Bandit has a lock.
Strider 3, missile in the air. Evade. Evading.
Hostile has a lock. Missile closing. Breaking.
Cyclops 2, look behind you!
Wiseman 444 squadron support incoming. Sorry, but I'm using this chance to break off.
Yeager, look after the survivors.
Roger.
More to go.
UAV splashed.
Missile in the air. Evading.
Missile, don't let it touch you. Hostile behind me.
This is bad. Evading fast.
Quit scratching your ass and approach the enemy.
Missile.
Try and stop me.
Missile.
Maintain your element. Go at it in pairs.
Visual on a 444 aircraft. Guess not all of them wet themselves on seeing thunderclouds.
What did you expect?
Shake that missile off, Cyclops 3.
Cyclops 4, missile!
If they are just decoys, there are too many.
UAV destroyed.
I owe you one.
Cyclops 4 has broken off. There you go. Things are looking up. Finally got some good guys in some.
Looks like there's one guy who's got everyone's backs.
Spare 15, Fox 2.
Cyclops 3, check your 6.
Trigger's holding up. We got our hands full.
Cyclops 3 has broken off. Bandog, it's just me and one more to go.
Spare 15. You're the only one earning any redemption today. Make sure the rest of them stay alive.
You'll let the devil with 3 sin lines go free after that.
You're in no position to call someone a devil, Count. Don't make me laugh.
Star warning.
This is Bandog. Spare 15 with drones.
444. No, that one bird is doing all the work. We'd be losing more men if it weren't for him.
Cyclops 2 has broken off. All my guys managed to escape.
Copy that, Cyclops 1. Spare Squadron, mission is complete. Return to base. Wait a minute. Hold it.
Oh, give me a break. You have more chores for us?
Spare 8, champ. Bogey approaching fast from the rear. All available units support Spare 8.
I don't need any support. This is all mine. Damn it. He's glued to my tail. I ain't afraid of it.
Spare 8, no dogfighting.
Negative.
You could have done that sooner. I want to understand the enemy.
Shot down Champ. He was toying with him.
Spare 10 lost. Not one. One recon aircraft lost. What's with this guy? That's an Su-30. All Spare Squadron aircraft provide support for Cyclops and Strider. Keep the bandit off of them.
Dang it, that's not possible.
Get in there with that monster, Spare 15. We're gonna lose more friendlies.
Last of all, force craft flying out of bounds.
Those damn cowards bailing on us?
I just sent back the damaged craft. We only need guys with focus. Spare 15, Spare 11. Form an element and take up the rear. Forget it. Trigger's taking the beast head on. You two deal with support.
So this is when Tabloid bows out. Shit. Roger that. Will do.
Soul 3, they've got 2 rear guard. The benefit's mine.
Copy that, King.
Don't copy that.
Vision's empty.
Spare 15 has entered the clouds. Locked on target. Spare 15 caution. If your plane gets beat up, you're a sitting duck.
Doesn't miss help me. The guy's a goddamn flying wizard. Wise men don't see that color. He's flying.
It's Mr. X for sure.
The pilot of the experimental squadron's X-plane.
Wiseman, we don't want to mess with this guy. It's clear by the way he flies. Way out of my league.
Exactly the man we didn't want to run into. Jaeger, if it comes down to it, act as a shield. Just get my guys out of here.
Understood.
Missing away. Enemy has a lock on you.
You're telling me there's only 2 craft taking out the orange guy?
Just one's taking them on.
No way. I wouldn't last a minute.
Look after your craft. One mistake and you're a goner.
Persian, do not engage. If he gets close, just run.
Copy that. Was gonna do that anyway.
Is he down? Managed to take it in a non-critical area. I'll teach you how to do that on the
15. Do something or the entire recon squadron could go down. Missile launched.
Someone going to assist. Good job, Smoke. Mine. He dodged again. Interesting. Find what is necessary to be signified. Missile hit. It's made it sooner than I thought.
Pressure warning.
Someone, I can see with the clouds. Focus on your own job, Season.
System failure. Alert. System failure.
Took a lightning strike. Control regained. Machinist.
Even the lightning barely bothered. Now that guy's the real thing.
Someone, this is C2. My status is fine. Do not interfere. Someone, clouds are overhead. Let's return to base. Affirmative.
Bandit is retreating. He managed to survive somehow.
Trigger, kindness gets you killed.
Hey, guard dog. Who's the guy who worked his ass off at the rear?
The biggest dumbass in the unit.
Makes sense. Only an idiot would be brave enough to pull off those moves.
I'll guide you back to Air Force Base 444, though I doubt you have enough gas to make it.
Appreciate the help. Want to be at the base?
I wouldn't get involved if I were you.
Runway is clear. You have permission to land. You made it this far, don't screw up now. 3,000 meters. Too fast. Lower your airspeed. Bank right. Lower your nose. You're too high. 1,500 meters. Heading is good. Stay on course. At least you're down. Careful with the aircraft next time. Your work's still far from done. Stand by for further orders.
The crew said the enemy had one mean son of a bitch flying for him. Our team had a few Air Force hot dogs, real experienced pilots. But this guy swooped in like a hawk, locked on, and took them all out in the blink of an eye. Reminds me of a story Gramps told me once. He said a little while before he retired from active duty, he saw an enemy fighter wipe out an entire formation right in front of him. It was like seeing how a shark works when it's going after its dinner. This enemy pilot stalked Gramps' pals from below, just like how a shark would. Then one by one, he put the bite on them. Sounds like what happened to our guys today. Kinda surprised so many made it back alive. I bet when they saw what was going on, they broke formation and left their buddies to the shark. Hang on. There's 3 extra planes here. They're foreigners too.
Spare squadron.
You returned without permission and failed as escorts. So how about you rethink your value while in solitary? Take them away. Well, well, what do you know? Pilots made it back to base alive. Treat them well, and feed them plenty. After all, we have to get a favorable report out of them. I've spent enough of my time being the commander of some worthless penal unit.
Chance to talk to one of the pilots that escaped back here, so I took it. Apparently, 2 of our planes took the enemy on alone. They covered the Allies so they could retreat. The hell kind of idiot does a thing like that? The last pilot to land back at the base was that scrawny anarchist dude. He always had this dumb grin on his face. Like he didn't give a damn about whatever he did to get thrown in here with the rest of us. Was he the one who went gung-ho? I bought him a drink later. After the usual small talk, I turned the topic around to the mission. For an anarchist, he struck me as a bit weird. Nothing like what I expected. He talked a mile a minute and kept going on and on about library books. Not encyclopedias, those cheesy adventure novels you read in high school. Nothing against those. I like a good story myself once in a while. But I wasn't here to talk books.
I remember that day well. Amidst the swirling clouds, the fighter squadron was trying to help its allies reach safety.
He's pretty foolish, isn't he?
I thought so too. Suddenly, a highly skilled enemy fighter squadron appeared and began picking them off at the edges. One by one, they fell right out of the sky.
Although, I guess there was nobody around that was even more foolish to go to their aid then. So you simply watch things unfold from a distance.
Yeah. I mean, who would have ever thought that I'd just go and follow them straight into the enemy squadron like that?
After what felt like decades, I finally got to the info I was looking for. He wasn't the guy. He said he was just following his wingman's lead and managed not to die somehow. The hero on this mission was the new guy. The one that killed Harling. How did you feel?
I'm still kind of shaken up, actually. But you know, I do feel a certain sense of pride, too.
He really is foolish, isn't he?
Yep, he sure is.
I went to the hangar to have myself a closer look at Trigger's plane. I knew that burnt smell. That's what happens when an engine's been driven to its limit. This pilot was a hot dog. From now on, I was going to keep my eye on this idiot. From a distance, though. I didn't want to get too tight with someone who was a better pilot than my dad. Even so, I decided to give this guy's plane a little bit of the old Avril magic touch. He needed all the help he could get.
Attention! If you disobeyed orders in the previous mission, line up over there. You won't disobey a second time. Do not test my patience. The biggest threat to our forces is the enemy's enormous swarm of drones. In order for our forces to penetrate deep into Erusian territory to clear a path, you will destroy the enemy's fuel plant. HQ has found evidence that fuel is being moved intermittently inland from a refinery at the harbor in Artiglio. It's likely they're supplying fuel for the various drone bases. Those of you whose food privileges were taken away already know how this goes. We silence the drones by taking their fuel. Enter via the estuary, Take out their AA, destroy the fuel points on both sides of the river, and their oil tankers. Remember, you're not bona fide military. You're expendable.